night. It was so epic. It literally made me say, boy, right to my screen. Yeah. That video made me say, bruh, my dude. Did you see that video? That kid that broke the world record for the world's longest? Yeah, boy. That was so funny. Yeah, I've seen so many memes on iFunny about it. Anyways, text me on Kit. I gotta run. See you in band class. My name is Jeff.
Run or PS5, what is your decision? PlayStation 5 or get played by 5 women. PS5 can play that thing for 5 seasons. For girl I can last 5.5 seconds. PS5 won't leave me on red. PS5 just make me happy. PS5 never cheat on me when I do math in the library. Finally get me emotional damage. Yeah, we stay focused 2022 Robin gang.
Goku! Goku! Goku!
Is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here. You need Jesus, ma'am. He can save you. He can give you a new heart. God can give you a new heart so that you love what God loves. No, that's irrational.
This is Raising Kanye's, and I'm going to be trying it for the first time. Check that out.
I love raising Kanye's. I love raising Kanye's. I love raising Kanye's. I love raising Kanye's.
This is Baskin-Robbins' limited time new ice cream that's based off the movie If, and I'm going to be trying it for the first time.
I'm the If, I'm the If. I'm the If, I'm the If. I'm the If, I'm the If. And I look like Grimace.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the show today. Thanks for coming and joining us. We're going to have a good time. We're going to get to see Cobes taste his Skittles Mead. It's finished. He's giving it a go. He's having a good time. That's what we're about, having fun around here on this place. Dad, did you see this? Is this the real Joe Biden? There's no audio, apparently. But look at his neck. What's going on with his neck? That's the point. It looks fake. Doesn't it look fake? Yeah, that's some AI. So, I have a confession to make, and you're going to be really disappointed in me. I have found an e-girl that I want to send for. I can't help it. I'm in love. You've probably seen her before because she's been around for a while, but it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm getting really lonely these days, but I can't help it. I just love her so much.
Could you imagine if Finster is your fucking estrogen provider? I'm working on that motherfucker.
I know it's weird that her voice is really deep.
I've wanted to set something up that was similar to GenderGP, but a non-profit, something that doesn't take any money out. Now, this is something I really want to get involved with. I think I've found some good people to do it with, and we're actually beginning trials.
Isaac is okay with this. I mean, look, she's beautiful. I just can't help it. Look at those eyelashes.
Really soon. I'm not going to be able to say what it is for a while. But what I can say is there's an email in the description because we're looking for any EU
It is off-putting that her voice is so deep, though.
or UK medical doctors who want to be involved in trans healthcare. If you are in the EU or the UK and you are an MD able to prescribe medication to people, send me through an email and I'll forward it to the right people. It was made at 2:58 p.m. and laid before Parliament at 4 and was passed. And so now this becomes a real thing that's actually happening. This isn't just like a bill in America where like, oh, maybe it's going to get voted. No, this is a real thing that is happening on the 3rd of
I'm not really listening to what she's saying. I'm just captivated by her beauty.
June. What this dictates is that now it's officially going to be completely illegal for under 18s to have access to gender affirming care. Ban. So, it specifically states in this that even if you're on a private, the NHS won't do it. That was already a thing. But now you can't even have it on a private prescription. This is in the exceptions paragraph. So, like, you can still get these drugs, but only if you're not transgender.
I don't know. I'm not listening. Britain realized that stuff is harmful. What beautiful women.
So anyway, a bunch of kids are going to die, which is really fun. I don't think anyone really knows what to do about that. And quite frankly, everyone in the group chat for the charity is freaking the fuck out. Because a lot of the people that run these have
Only
trans kids.
slightly late, Kappa. What
So
did I miss?
there's not really a solution to this. I wish I could come in and say, this is what we're doing about it. But we don't have a fucking idea.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I'm a simp now. You live.
Screw it. I'll do one more AI video today. So here's Devin again with AI story time, but with quite potentially the best one. Fasten your seatbelts. This is going to be a doozy, fellas. In a bizarre and unexpected
It's a doozy. Are you ready? Did you fasten your seatbelt?
turn of events, Goku, the legendary Super Saiyan warrior from the world of Dragon Ball, found himself face to face with Donald J. Trump, the 45th President of the United States of America. These two have been transported to a mysterious otherworldly area where they have been forced to engage in hand-to-hand combat. Trump, confident with his own martial arts skills, sneered at Goku. No one has a better fighting style than me, believe me. I'm a master of the greatest fighting style.
What do you think about Devin's Trump impression? Is that pretty good? I can count this guy's nose hairs and it ain't pretty. Captain K.A.A.A.V. Mound. Mel says a lot of people who advocate harming children harm their children. Who would have guessed? Yeah, you guys ruined my bit. You were supposed to call me out for that being a tranny, and I was going to act like that I couldn't tell. It was the bit, but you didn't. You didn't go for the bait.
The Trump style. Goku, unfazed, smiled calmly. I've taken down gods and destroyed planets. You are no match for me, Trump. The battle began with Trump and Goku with a flurry of punches. Goku effortlessly dodged and countered with a swift kick, sending Trump crashing into the ground. Trump.
Who could win between Goku and Donald Trump? Like, who would even come up with this?
Quickly scrambled to his feet, his face
Superpowered character versus an old man who just happens to be very loud.
red with rage. That was just a warm-up. Folks, watch this. Trump launched himself at Goku, but the Super Saiyan warrior was ready with a few swift moves. Goku dispatched Trump with
See ya, Joe. Wish you could stick around. The guy says, Lomeo, is he trolling? No, this dude is totally serious. He actually wants to be a locale. Like, he's putting retarded videos on, he says, every day. So we're just giving him what he wants. Gamer says, I could never be a trainee. I've got an Adam's apple the size of a tennis ball. Well, that doesn't matter. Who would win, Trump, Goku, or Dark Brandon?
the devastating Kamehameha wave, sending him flying into the arena walls. As Trump
I think the less that you look like a woman, the better. Because then you get to lord it over them when you're in their locker room and shit.
Trump struggled to get
Like Riley Gaines, they said he would go around with a huge boner in the locker room.
back to his feet. Goku approached him with amusement in his eyes. You may have built a wall, Trump, but you can't build a defense against the power of the Dragon Balls. With a final decisive blow, Goku knocked Trump to the ground. Victorious, the arena erupted in cheers as Goku stood triumphant, his fists still glowing with ki energy. And so the greatest warrior in the universe proved that even the most unlikely of opponents couldn't even stand to the might of a Super Saiyan. Does this make up for my 10 people who could defeat Goku video yet? Goku stands? I just single-handedly handed you one of the best, writs of fiction ever. I hope you guys are happy with that. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, fellas. Eat it up.
Well,
Eat it
are
up.
we talking specifically about Sonichu, or are we talking about the Sonichu medallion? Because the power is all in the medallion. Is the mead any good, Matt? I mean, you want to go ahead and watch that? You want to see? We can go ahead and see what happened with that.
What is up, fellow YouTubers? We're back at it with another video. I got my phone back, got it getting all set up. Well, while I was waiting for my new phone to arrive, I filtered out my Skittles.
Is that actually a new hat? It looks like it might be better than the one he usually wears.
Mead. There was the Skittles weren't quite dissolved. There was maybe 2 tiny layers at the bottom left to go. And when I filtered it, the sugar and all this stuff clumped together. So straining it was definitely interesting.
I like it when he starts the video and he's already wasted. So he's clearly had a little too much already. And he's going to try the Skittles Mead.
I had both jars in my sink, and then I put my strainer on it like you see me do on my wine straining videos. And I gotta say, it turned out decent enough. It's definitely strong enough. And does it taste like Skittles? Yes. Abso-flickin-lutely.
Storm says, how many glasses of diabetes has he had? I'm pretty sure that Cobes does not have a pancreas at all. I don't know how he's alive.
I got about that much liquid out of it. And I topped the rest of it off with cold water.
Now tell me, is that not the most delicious concoction that he's ever made, just looking at it? Don't you want to take a big swig?
Then I stirred it around. You know, with that much, you gotta have for the.
What's it with his fingernail here? You think he's ever cleaned it ever? Yeah, I don't. What's grosser though, his fingernail or the mead? Scientists need to study how he's still alive. Yeah, you know, pancreatic cancer is a death sentence. So if they could figure out how that he lives without a pancreas at all, they really could save a lot of lives.
With cold water.
How many Aussie shirts do you think he owns? See, he has one for like every day of the week.
Take a look at this funky Comadina, man. And I had to like scrape a lot of the foam off the top and out of it when I was straining it.
Oh yeah, drink it in, chat. Are you ready for a big old swig of that? Is that delicious? Look at me, my belly's bloated because I was on vacation drinking wine all week. Too many Aussie shirts. The question is, which one will be buried? Which one will he be buried in after he drinks this? Oh yes, the mead you can chew.
So can you make alcohol using Skittles? Yes, you can. And pour a little bit into a taster for you.
Can you make mead using Skittles? Yes, you can. There's a lot of things that you can do that you shouldn't, though. So just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
You, that's a smelly motherfucker.
Gamera says, I'd pour it out in the yard, but it would probably kill the grass for the next 10 years. Well, you know, at least you wouldn't have to mow anymore. Mead or moldy toilet wine. Well, if he ever does need to make alcohol in prison, he is prepared.
Full access to my YouTube channel on my cell phone. It's not letting me log into it to the computer, but it's whatever. Amy.
Radioactive Chernobyl Mead. I wonder if it glows in the dark. It kind of is glowing a little bit. Maybe if he drinks that, he'll turn into a Ninja Turtle. You think that could be a possibility? That he's going to turn into Ninja Turtle Cobes?
Made out of Skittles.
Drink it in. This has been a long time coming. We followed this saga. Now we're at the climax. It's incredible. It's like an epic HBO series.
It's really fucking sweet. Like overtly sweet.
Oh, really? Wine made out of Skittles is very sweet. Not any type of ninja mutant, definitely. Cobe's toilet is going to look like the rainbow after this. That's a good one. And Gamera agrees, of course. Oh yeah, we forgot about that he put all those energy drinks in there too. Or I wasn't thinking about that.
Stick to your teeth, sweet.
Yeah, he added a ton of sugar. And also, of course, the energy drinks had a ton of sugar too. It is a good drink for Pride Month. That's a good point.
Because it's so fucking sweet, you don't really taste the burn of the mead.
He's acting like he's surprised that it's sweet when it's seriously like almost 60% sugar.
so it goes down pretty smooth. Overall, it's not bad. Would I recreate it? Yes. Maybe use like less Skittles next time.
Says he's going to use less Skittles. So he's learned that it was too much Skittles.
Although if you want to use that mini, go for it.
Okay, so Cobes uploaded this video, and Boglum Chronicles just hacked it up a little bit because it's a little long. So we're gonna. I'm pretty sure this is the Boglum version. Yeah, the edits, so we don't have to sit through all this stuff. But this is pretty good. I guess Cobes has decided now that he's got 100K, he's going to be a full-on YouTube grifter. So he made this video that's kind of political, where he's going off about vegans.
Vegan teacher gonna get canceled. She's vegan teacher. You give vegans a bad name and you should seek mental help immediately. Keep in mind that the vegan teacher was a regular eater for the first 54 years of her life.
How would you feel if KingCobraJFS, Josh Saunders, if he made a video and told you specifically that you should get mental help?
Then she watched some fucked up vegan documentary, and now she's an extremist vegan. After watching this video that August,
I think that those are mosquitoes.
The duck covered, I'm like, nope. That just reestablished my hatred for her. I think she needs just some psychological help.
Yeah, Mayor Cobes thinks that you should get psychological help. I don't think that he's been sober one time for many years.
That's what I think. Some good headmans, or maybe a quiet mattress room with the straight jackets. And vegan booty, because vegan booty and the vegan teacher are vegan extremist activists, and they've done some pretty horrendous shits. Oh yeah, so vegan booty also was with her boyfriend at the beach where she lives down in Australia and started harassing a kid's birthday party because they had a horse dressed up like a unicorn, and they had that horse for a kid's birthday party. And when you see the horse, it's in the shade, it's got plenty of food, plenty of water, just walks up and starts belittling the parents for abusing animals. And I'm like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? The guy thinks that his leg sores might be leprosy. He should go dunk himself in the river.
Most vegans would be like, hey, eat what you want to eat, just don't be a cannibal and don't be a dick about it. That's pretty, straightforward.
So I think this is how Cobes, where he draws the line of what you should and shouldn't eat, is you shouldn't eat other people.
You know, vegans miss meat, otherwise they wouldn't try to copy it.
Gamera says he's defending unicorns. He did go all in for this unicorn. So that's good. We want to save the unicorns.
Alright, I'm sipping on a C4 peach mango energy drink because it is a little too early in the day to be drinking and sipping. I did filter my Skittles wine, and I had like 2 glasses of it last night. It's not half bad.
It's leprosy. Cope should seek out Gale to cure him. Well, the problem is, they're on opposite sides of heaven and hell. Because Cope's is for the devil and Gale is with Jesus. So I don't think that they could be in the same room.
Overtly sweet. Although, will it get...
I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell.
You drunk? That I do not know, but I do not care about that right now. I'm so visibly...
Well, there aren't that many unicorns left. I would definitely virtue signal for unicorns. I work with this guy that all he ever talks about is Sasquatch. I don't know why. I guess I'm thinking about all these mythical creatures. Made me think of that. But he seriously, if he'll corner you and start showing you blurry pictures of trees and be like, do you see Sasquatch? Do you see Sasquatch? And you just have to agree with him, or he'll keep trying to show you where Sasquatch is. And there's this hot Janie that she's blonde and she's got this big ass. And I saw him talking to her, and I was just curious what kind of riz he has. His name's Dave. So I went over there to her after he was gone, and I said, what was Dave telling you? And she goes, he told me that he knows somebody that saw Sasquatch take a shit in a lawn chair. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely some riz, Dave.
Disturbed by the crap that vegan teacher said. And here's the thing of it. Do I like mongooses? No, but if mongooses did not eat cobras, the cobra population would overpopulate and die out.
Look, do you understand that logic? Mongooses eat cobras, and he's King Cobra. So what he's saying is, he understands that's part of the cycle of life, even though a mongoose might eat him.
And it's sort of the same process for eating bacon cheeseburgers. Plus, cow farts are bad for the environment, so... sometimes the animals are not given the best life when they're being processed for their food. But it's survival of the fittest. And you want to call me a speciesist? Humans did not survive to 2024 to overpopulate the world by just eating vegetables and rabbit food, essentially. So what you're doing is you're going to starve the rabbits, and then instead of just eat the rabbit because you're basically taking its food.
He's advocating for the rabbits now. What are we going to do if the rabbits don't have any carrots to eat? If vegan teacher eats all the carrots, and then there's no carrots for the rabbits to eat?
And then you want to wag your finger at us carnivores because meat is murder, according to these assholes.
Are Cheetos meat?
Meanwhile, there are a lot of celebrities who are vegan, like Billie Eilish, and she's looking at this going, nope, nope. But I'm the bad guy for saying it. And she's not the only one. There's a lot of vegans who despise vegan teacher because she is the worst. Her and vegan Buddha are just vile people. vegan booty will go into restaurants like Kentucky Fried Chicken and dump buckets of fake blood all over the place. And it's like, you know, some poor autistic asshole's gonna have to clean it up, clean the lobby.
You know, I don't understand leftists when they do those kind of protests, like the Extinction Rebellion people, that they go in the museums and then they sling paint all over like some famous painting. Like, what really is that going to convince anybody to be on your side? Like, what's the point of that? Just going and doing something that just pisses people off. I think it would make people less likely to join you. Isn't that the point of a protest? Is to get your message out and convince other people that you're right, ultimately.
Like, oh great, we're gonna be in for a bloody good day at work. No. When you watch vegan booty pouring fake blood all over an establishment that's just trying to get through their day like the rest of us. Like, you want to eat plants, good for you, but you're not Jesus Christ because of it. You know, like, fuck off.
And now he's advocating for the fast food workers, which they really are the most downtrodden in our society. Mel wonders if Cheetos are made from real cheetahs. I guess that's true. I guess they are meat. Gamera says, last time I was in the Everglades, I didn't see the skunk ape. I was really disappointed. Yeah, I've been down there in the Florida swamps. It's a pretty good time. The point of a protest these days is to bully people into submission while wearing hats shaped like vaginas. Well, I'm going to tell you, I would love to come up to one of those fucking annoying protests where the people like try to block the road, because in Tennessee it's actually legal to run them over. And I'm just praying for the day that I find that.
Dude, it's so visibly fucked up. Like, it's just, ugh, dude.
So what do you think? Do you wish Cobes would make some more political takes? Think that his inside is helping you here? Storm says, that's it, I'm moving to Tennessee. God bless Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, since that law passed, we don't get those kind of protests anymore.
And as soon as I get my phone back, I'll be able to do cameos, but that's not the point. If any of the cameos that were given to me have expired prior to me getting the phone, I can always offer up a free cameo for your time and consideration, but that's beside the point.
So he's got to apologize to people who are paying him to make stupid videos on Cameo because it's not working on his phone, apparently. But I'm just amazed that anybody would pay for that service.
Now, segue, because I fucking hate sickos, and the vegan teacher said,
This is the first I hate sickos that we've heard tonight. I think that he might be slipping. I think that he's not expressing enough how much he hates sickos.
some fucking sicko type shit to try and justify her obsession with her diet. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. So there's a video going viral of someone feeding a barbecue rib to an innocent baby. It's wholesome, it's adorable to a point, you know, fuck sickos. And
there he goes.
Because she's a vegan activist, she's like, imagine feeding the body part of a dead animal to someone's child. Like, how dare you? And it's like, okay, tone it down, vegan teacher, tone it down. So basically, someone made a TikTok video of a baby eating a barbecue rib and then put a joke saying, feeding my vegan sister's baby barbecue. Again, it was a harmless joke. It wasn't meant to be like, but vegan teacher got so offended. The shit that comes out of her fucking mouth is so irreprehensible, so vile and disgusting. I need to light up this real quick.
Cobes is getting so mad that he's starting to get sober. So he needs to get some marijuana in him.
Thank you to the fans who sent these. I appreciate it. Newsflash, we need protein to grow up big and strong. That's why our bodies naturally crave meat. Because humans have adapted as a species to eat meat.
Listen carefully to Professor Cobes.
Humans cannot survive this long by just eating plants and vegetables alone. They had to scavenge for food other than that. It was a thing. They would take the...
It was a thing. I wonder if Cobes watches his own videos or has actually seen himself in the mirror. I think that he just gets completely wasted and then rambles into the camera and uploads it and then forgets that it ever happened.
The animal, they would hunt it, eat it for its meat. They'd take the bones and make tools with it, and the fur of the animal and make clothing to stay warm. And they had to because it's called survival.
He's probably watched enough YouTube videos for a doctorate in evolutionary biology. You know what? We need to get on that and make that a thing. If you watch enough YouTube on a subject, you can be an expert.
And if vegan teacher's ancestors hadn't done that, she wouldn't be here today fucking minging on about how meat is so terrible, right? I gotta post this somewhere and get it off my mind because this is so disgusting.
The baby is enjoying the barbecue sauce, which is vegan. If this had been a lollipop, the child would have had the same reaction.
Hail, Dr. Cobra. So he's watching the video that made him so mad now, but we only get to hear the audio. He apparently hasn't figured out how to share screen. I'm sorry about that right there. I tried to look at what he was talking about, but I didn't find it. So hopefully maybe next time I can tell you what it was.
Let that sink in for a minute.
No, I will not.
Ponder that.
No, I don't want to.
Picture that.
What the fuck is wrong with the vegan teacher, dude? The fact that she can make that comparison is so bloody disgusting.
Feel that in your gut.
No, it makes me sick.
Let that imagery wash all over your body.
No, what the fuck is wrong with her, dude?
Because, in fact,
after watching this video, I deliberately thought about getting a bacon cheeseburger just to fucking piss off the vegan teacher. Not even lying to you, dude. Seriously, the absolute worst people get these platforms, and it's like, what?
It's the absolute worst people get 100K on YouTube. It's disgusting. The absolute worst people get a platform.
Not to mention that vegan teacher also feeds her dog vegan food. And to quote Mr. Burcham, the cartoon, dog.
Damn, we found something that makes Cobe sick. That's insane. Yeah, I wish we knew what she actually said that made him so mad. Because Boglin edited it out, is what that caption was. Hashtag fake sickos. That's our hashtag. Listen to this. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit. Because he actually starts talking about that Dr. Bertram, or Mr. Bertram show or whatever, the Adam Carolla cartoon. I thought everybody hated that. I actually haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. But I've only seen people talk about how shitty it is. So apparently, Cobes is the audience for it because he seems to like it.
About Mr. Bertram, the cartoon, dogs are descendants of wolves. They need meat. I get bullied for hating sickos, but here's the vegan teacher spouting out this crazy crap. Like, absolutely deplorable, dude. Hashtag cancel the vegan teacher. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I'm so over this nasty sick shit.
Hashtag fuck sickos. Hashtag cancel vegan teacher. Damn it. I'm so angry now. I need to drink some Skittles Mead. Sounds like she said some CP stuff. Yeah, I can't imagine what it is that Boglin felt like it was so horrendous that he just edited it out. Snorum says there are dozens of YouTube videos of babies eating ribs. Well, we need to make more now, just to fuck with vegan teacher.
Welcome, Hamas.
Are they a terror?
I want to watch this this fucking clip right here, because the last time I watched Pierce, I made a short out of it, and it went like super viral for some reason. So I'm hoping I can repeat that. It seriously got 10,000 views on YouTube Shorts. But the thing is, all the people were angry at me because you take, I guess, part of my stream out of context. People don't realize that I'm doing satire. So they all got pissed off because they thought I was serious, I guess. But I got a ton of views, and that's all I care about.
Are they a terror group?
Everybody knows what they are.
Are they a terror group?
Look, Piers,
can you say it?
Piers, can we have a discussion?
Can you say it?
Can we have a discussion?
Can you call them a terror group? Jeremy?
Can we have a discussion?
Can you call them a terror group?
Is it possible to have a rational...
Yeah, who cares? You got the clicks. No, it was hilarious. Like, every time I would log into YouTube, I had all these comments of people pissed off at me. I just thought it was funny because they were mad about something that I didn't even actually believe. They just didn't realize that what I was saying was satire.
Are you prepared to call Hamas a terror group?
Is it possible to have a rational discussion with you? Is it possible? Come on, answer that question.
You can't, can you?
You answer it.
No, it's my show. You answer my question.
Well,
are Hamas a terror group?
Listen, can I...
Are they a terror group?
Piers, can I...
Answer the question.
Can I speak?
Are they a terror group?
Piers,
no, then, no.
If you let me speak...
Are they a...
This is really similar to the Pierce Morgan clip that I watched then too. Because but she was trying to get, remember that crazy black lady? She was trying to get him to say free Palestine. What even is satire when reality is so unreal? You know, it is really hard to do comedy now because reality is extremely absurd on its own, like he's saying. And also, it's just like this situation. People take everything so seriously. You got this video of this black woman screaming "Free Palestine," pretending like that she's hurt, and it's clearly some kind of like performance art. And Pierce just doesn't go for it at all. I don't know. People are like, oh, you get mad. People get mad about stuff so easy. It's like that everybody's dug in. and you can't joke about anything.
If you'll let me speak, I'll say something. Go on then. A ceasefire means both sides.
You said that. Are they a terror group?
Listen, I said that.
Are they a terror group?
Part of the process.
Are they a terror group?
Can we go?
Why can't you say it?
Piers, can we go through what ought to be happening?
Just answer my question.
Why do you think
are Hamas a terror group
in the world are calling for a ceasefire?
Are Hamas a terror group?
Come on, answer that. Answer me.
No,
you've got
not your show.
You've got so many opinions.
Why should I answer yours when you won't answer mine?
Why do you give?
I think that we should go on talk shows and ask the host questions from now on. We should just see how they like it. Like when you go, when Jerry Seinfeld went to the heckler's office, let's turn it around.
About your opinions all day and every day.
Are Hamas?
You don't like it.
Are Hamas a terror group? Yes or no?
You won't like it when somebody pushes back on you. What I've said is,
I've asked you two questions: should Hamas stay in power, and are they a terror group? You're refusing to answer either of them.
It's hard to exaggerate anything anymore. Well, it's always been an issue for me. It's like ever since I started doing YouTube, period, there's always people that are like, he's playing a character. It's like, yeah, I'm doing comedy. You're a fucking idiot.
That is very telling. And you wonder.
It's not very telling.
But they're acting like that's a own, like the like the I'm trying to grift. It's like it's a joke, guys. It's cool. It's not a trick. I know that that's very confusing to you.
Wonder why people think you had a problem with Jewish people
at all.
Right?
What is very telling is your inability to keep quiet for 30 seconds to allow anybody to answer a question.
On my show, I ask people questions.
You shout at people.
Normally, they answer them.
You shout at people.
No, only when they won't answer the question.
No, you shout at people all the time.
You've deliberately not.
You got to answer the question, Jeremy Corbyn. You call me. You trash.
Hey guys, story time about how I met my sugar daddy.
Nevin's Law, don't throw shit at armed man, aka don't launch rockets at heavily armed and trigger-happy Israelis. Corbyn's an old commie, yeah he is.
His name is Rick. He passed away. I met him he was 69. And he passed away at 70. He had
She only got to enjoy Rick for 1 year. But she's really sad. Broke up that she lost her sugar daddy already.
terminal cancer. He was a cool guy, kinda.
Pierce is annoying, but fuck that other dude. I don't understand Pierce Morgan. Like, I guess that's what it is to be a conservative in England. Because from my perspective, he seems like a leftist.
You know, he was a little bit difficult, but he knew that. He never married. He never had any kids. So...
He was a cool guy, kinda.
Anyway, I live in a nice part of town, so it's close. It's like actually like right across the street from a golf course. So, you know, he lived in the golf course.
Oh, so that's good. She lives right across from the golf course. So she has a lot of opportunities to meet old rich guys.
And I met him at a nail salon during the day.
My sugar daddy died. I was sad, so I bought a new car with his money to get over it. I wonder if he left her anything in his will. Pierce was hard left for a long time. Now he seems more common sense when it comes to complete idiot guests. Well, yeah, he's definitely right of Jeremy Corbyn. But I guess Joseph Stalin is too.
I think it was like a Tuesday because, you know, I work from home and stuff. Like I can, you know, I have a couple businesses that
What kind of businesses do you think she runs? She says, I have a couple of businesses.
Getting off the ground. And, you know, I just get money from men normally. So, anyway, I just happen to be getting a pedicure, like, daytime on, like, a weekday. And he was in there also getting a pedicure. And I remember this, like, show was on, like, HGTV, and he was, like, all into it. And we were talking, and he...
I guess she wasn't hot enough for OnlyFans, so she had to go bang a 69-year-old. She's definitely honest male. I work from home, finger myself for gooners.
Was retired, but he owned a cabinet and like whatever, like he did like cabinets and like remodels for kitchens and stuff like that. But he was retired, so yeah, and we were just talking about, I guess, the casino. There's like 2 local casinos open now. One of them just opened, but the only one that was open before was this one local casino. And he like was telling me that he liked to go there, and I was like, oh, I don't really know how to play.
I don't know why you would make this video, but half the videos that I watch are like that, I guess.
That game, I think it was craps that he liked. He was like, oh, I can show you, and I was like, oh.
But you know, I guess I'm being insensitive though, right? Because she's grieving. He's dead. So different people grieve in different ways.
Okay, like he said he was going out of town for a few weeks, but he would hit me when he was back, and so I gave him my phone number, and then eventually he hit me. He's like, do you want to go to the casino and play with me? And like he was pulling out all this money. He like picked me up in his Mercedes, and it was...
Guy says she's clearly inconsolable right now. It's just so hard when you meet a good sugar daddy and you only get to enjoy him for 1 year. But I guess that happens when you're banging old men. They don't have a lot of time left. It's something that you have to accept.
Cool. So that's how I met him, and he took me out to the Stanley.
Mary says she had to get new boobs to feel better. That does make you feel better, right? So anytime you go into surgery, you get good pain medicine.
Cup finals when the Golden Knights were playing, and they actually won. We were the champions, so it was really cool. Like, I'm not into sports or hockey, but it was just cool to go, like, and be at the Stanley Cup finals. And they were very expensive, and he gave me his card to like buy whatever I wanted. But yeah, sometimes it's just like luck. It's just a numbers game, but you have to like position yourself to be in the right place at the right time.
So she's actually making this video as a tutorial. So if you're a whore and you want to find you a #1 simp, just telling you, you got to position yourself right. It helps if you live next to a golf course.
And it's not always a bar or a restaurant. It's definitely not a hotel. Like, that's if you want to just kind of like have someone for the night. But yeah, that's how I met Rick. And he passed away, but yeah. Okay, I gotta order my food. Bye.
R.I.P. Rick. Let's get some F's in the chat, please, for Rick. Honor him. It's really hard to deal with. He's not in this world anymore. We won't see him again until we get to heaven.
is Rebecca. She fell in love with Catherine.
Hello. Who's in this space right now?
But before meeting, Rebecca was already in a relationship with Rupert, a ghost.
Are you here by Rebecca?
How do you balance your friendship with Rupert without getting jealous?
And their otherworldly connection has
Whenever that you're broke, you have to remember to be a passport bro. Because even a poor American is rich to a Filipino. So look, are you getting this? This is a threesome right now. They're a throuple. But the third member of their party, the male, you can't see him. He's in the shot right now, but he's actually a ghost. So that's Rupert, is the male in their relationship.
been judged by those still alive on TikTok.
Can you chill the out? Some of the comments we get are, "You're crazy. I must be, or you must have, schizophrenia."
Today they are asking Rupert how he really feels about sharing his partner.
How do you feel about Catherine?
Mel says he sees Rupert. Do you think that he's pleased with Catherine being added to their relationship?
Personally speaking, I've never heard a ghost say, "Ooh," but I have heard a ghost say, "Help me, get off my grave," and things like that.
I'm Rebecca. This is my partner, Catherine, and I have been judged before because I am also in a relationship with a ghost.
See, Catherine and Rupert, it used to just be them. And I'm sure that it's a hard upgrade or it's a hard transition anytime you add another person into the relationship. They've upgraded from old guy to dead guy. Yeah, maybe the girl in the last video could learn something from them. She could still be seeing Rick, just he would be a ghost.
His name is Rupert.
To see that she had some art made of what Rupert looks like. So he's a total dead Chad.
I met him in front of a local historic home. He was a Revolutionary War soldier. He is originally from Wales, and when I met him, he was wearing a red coat. He was standing right here. I was walking past. It was following.
Isn't she kind of a traitor then? She's dating a red coat.
A ghost tour that I had just led, and he called out to me and he asked me if I was walking home alone. He asked if he could escort me, which kind of gave me stranger danger vibes because that had never happened to me before, especially from a ghost.
She was feeling stranger danger. She's a woman walking alone, and now this ghost is hitting on her. So, that can be scary. It's very intimidating for a woman to be alone at night and then men start harassing her. So I'm sure it makes it even worse if it's a ghost.
But he seemed okay. He seemed really nice. And so I was like, all right, I'll give you 5 blocks. We both had.
She had a good feeling about Rupert. He seemed like a good guy, so she was willing to take that chance.
To learn each other's languages. He had to learn how I was psychically perceiving him. With respect, he started hanging out more where I was living. He was always very clear on boundaries, on one.
So before Catherine came along, imagine this scenario. Rebecca's kind of cute, so she's sitting alone, or she seems to be alone at the pub or whatever. So here's this woman sitting at what you think she's alone at the pub. So you think, I'm going to go talk to her. And then she's like, I have a boyfriend and he's a ghost. That would definitely seem like she's just trying to blow you off, right?
consent. He never wanted to press being inside or anything like that. He started to refer to me as someone he knew when he was alive. I did a past life regression and I did know him. I knew him back in 1781 when he was stationed here as a part of the 82nd Regiment. He and I...
Oh, so they've actually been in love for 300 years. It's a beautiful story, right? An ancient spirit would totally know modern lingo about boundaries and consent. Well, consent, it defies logic, you know. There were always good guys, guy. Come on.
Used to be married when he was alive. I've had this cross-validated from other hypnotists and psychic mediums. Well, the feelings weren't expected. They just sort of happened.
What is your intimate and sexual relationship like with Rupert?
Exactly, no. Rupert and I are...
She's not going to explain how they have sex. I have to say that I was pretty curious myself.
primarily sharing emotions because of the very clear physical differences between us. He is acknowledging that I'm here in the physical. I need to live a life here in my present. So that's where, well, the open-mindedness to you came into play.
We met on TikTok. I found Rebecca and I thought, wow, this is great.
We met in person a year after we had started talking. Yeah. I took you on a tour. It was like 11 p.m. at night and we're walking around downtown and I was like, this is where this happened and this is where this happened. You met Rupert that night.
I met Molly.
You met Molly, Jimothy, George.
I met everybody. I got to meet all of those ghosts.
She has a whole crew of ghosts. You see that? She's got... Don't you wish you had as many friends as Rebecca has? She's not lonely inside.
We became best friends, and then we stopped ignoring how we felt for each other.
Rupert and I are friends. We've hung out, we've had conversations, we've gone on trips together.
How do you balance your friendship with Rupert without getting jealous?
There's no jealousy. I have such respect for the work that was done, for the connection that they have. If anything, I feel.
Laser Ledoc, yes. What's up, Jay? You're still my only Twitch viewer, and I appreciate the hell out of that. My numbers aren't accurate tonight. It wasn't showing you on my little thing up here that shows me where people are. I'm guessing they order for him when they eat somewhere. Well, she said she went on a vacation with Rupert. So I wonder, does he get his own seat on the plane?
Like excitement and pride for the both of them.
You went to him and you checked with him on things.
I did.
You told him your feelings for me before you told me.
I did.
You really?
I absolutely did. I was like, please don't hate me. But
Ready?
Ready.
Listen, Rupert. I know you really love Rebecca and you've been together for a long time. But I've started to have feelings too. It's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs Co-Winger High Chat peeps. Welcome aboard. Since you just got here, I'll fill you in a little bit. We're watching this video about this throuple. This is Rebecca. The redhead is Rebecca. And the goth chick, I forgot her name. Or maybe she's Rebecca. Oh, well, the point is, Rupert, the third in their little throuple here, is actually a ghost. So you don't see him unless you're male. But he is in the shot right now.
All right. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Surprise live!
Surprise!
I'm going to do 3, 2, 1. Where do you pick up on him? 3, 2, 1. Aha! Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
See him? Did you see him, Courtney? Did you see Rupert? Look, there he is. Do you see him, Ledot?
Aha, yeah, okay, also felt him behind you, yes. I started posting skits online on my experiences with talking to ghosts, and they blew up. It's been really cool.
Some of the comments we get are, "You're crazy."
They're letting everybody out of the asylums nowadays.
That's a really good story that you just made up.
A lot of people are like, clearly she's lying, but I really enjoy the stories.
Find Jesus. Accept him into your heart.
All in caps.
You're talking to demons.
All ghosts are demons.
That's pretty good advice, ladies.
The things that would make me go, no, would be people trying to pretend to be an internet expert about mental health and discerning that
God says, I see him, he's jerking in the corner in every pic. Well, if you were a ghost, wouldn't you? I saw a ghost in a sheet, though.
obviously I must be, or you must have schizophrenia, because there's no way that this could be a thing that's happening.
Wow.
Somebody has something to say about that. Can you chill the out? You don't have to like me. You don't have to watch me.
Right.
You can block me. It makes no difference to me.
There it is. There was the ghost that Courtney
People are very
saw.
supportive.
What's worth it to me? The amount of people who come forward and they say, you made me feel sane, thank you.
It was really like a community built on people that says, oh, I thought.
What are you on about?
Thought I was losing it. Thank you for talking about this. Or thank you for helping me not be afraid to die.
We will be going to a local cemetery, which both of us enjoy visiting, and talking to some of the local spirits there. It's something we do for fun as well as do for content.
Guess they go and hang out at the cemetery when they think they'd like to get some strange.
Asleep in the arms of Jesus. I guess Jesus has a lot of arms.
This is a good spot. So should we take a check and see what's going on in my magic bag of tricks?
Oh, did you brought things?
I did.
Okay.
Hello. Hi. Who's in this space right now? No, like a physical, like.
Oh, like you want to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a direction that we should go?
Feeling that way?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm feeling
So,
too.
it's kind of like a movie.
I've had a number of people try to contact me and say, Rupert's talking to me. And I'm like, no, he's not. And I'm concerned about who you're talking to.
He has a light eye.
She's concerned about people who think they're talking to Rupert.
Accent, though it's not specifically the accent that we would associate with the English now, just because.
Gamir is now afraid of death because he might end up in their polycule.
As it's been almost 300 years.
This is an S-Box. It is one of my favorite pieces of equipment that I have. As it scans through radio signals, it's giving a white noise that they can either pull sound from to respond with using the radio signals coming through, or it'll come through the static.
What do I have to do to get you to say something? Did you just hear a call?
The words that they hear on that thing are about like Dave's Sasquatch pictures.
Hi, Rupert. Where are you sitting right now?
On this chair.
What is his personality like? How would you describe him?
Thoughtful and contemplative.
Yes. He doesn't speak without thinking about it. A lot.
You know that Rupert, he's a really deep thinker. So he's just always, he's mostly very quiet. Just sits there contemplating, thinking about life.
how do you feel about your relationship with me? I love you. Is that what that was?
I think that's what it said.
That's great. I'm appreciative. How do you feel about Catherine? I heard fine. Yeah. Oh, and the Casey leader went on fine.
Fine.
How do you feel about how we get along? All of us.
I'm fine.
She started out talking to the ghost on the street. Now they need technology. Well, you know, the thing about it, I bet, for Robert is they probably weren't having a lot of threesomes 300 years ago. So I guess he's just stoked to have 2 chicks.
Yeah, I heard I'm fine.
There was a moment where it was just like, fine. Ugh. Fine. I love Rebecca for her talent. I feel very privileged to be in this sphere with her. She is like a star, and I am just gazing up at this point. I don't. You don't. Shut it. Boom. Mic drop. Okay. You're fine. Deep breath. Deep breath.
What I love about you the most is how you make me feel seen. I don't worry about the future with you. I'm so caught up in how happy I am in the present. We often say that the future is malleable, and because of that, the future is what we make it. And I think what we're making here is unique and curious and beautiful. To you.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Hello there. I'm Mr. Delicious, the new cartoon spokesman for Rack's Restaurants. My job? To encourage you to enjoy tasty, affordable meals in a more mature dining environment. You see, Mr. Delicious doesn't appreciate unnecessary commotion while he's eating. It brings out the dangerous, hostile side in Mr. D. At least that's what his analyst says. Anyway, at Rack's, Mr. Delicious can enjoy a tasty sandwich or salad without bright yellow formica upsetting his stomach. He can rest his feet on carpet, since Rax has confidence that Mr. D won't drop his twisty fries. He can lose himself in a cheap romance novel without his elbows sticking to the table. And Mr. Delicious always leaves Rax with a few bucks left. That's just grand, because his analyst charges a lot to keep Mr. D's hostility all locked up. So if you're looking for a stress-free fast food alternative, visit Rax and tell him Mr. Delicious sent you. Tickety-dee.
Rax, you can eat here.
Tickety-dee. Mr. D doesn't like vegans either. Have a cheeseburger at Rax. Now that just brings it all together, doesn't it? Let's see, I just needed to fill some more time. So I randomly went to see what Gail had on her channel, and this sounds interesting. Yeast infection torture after tooth extraction. So we're going to get to find out about how her big surgery went, her oral surgery that she wasn't sure if Jesus wanted her to get or not.
Okay. This has been quite a monumental 2 weeks. I had my tooth pulled on June the 3rd, and it has been the extraction on a scale of 1 to 10. I would put the suffering on 1, but the healing, the aftermath, I'd put on a scale of 9. It has been rough.
She's having a hard time. I wonder if they'll still be doing the ghost act when they're in their 70s. Well, Mabel thinks that they're in a suicide pact. But wouldn't that be the best way for them to be with Rupert? If they just went ahead and became on the same level as him. I'm not sure if I want to hear this. Gail's looking rough, ain't she? I'll give this that that tooth extraction has been rough on her.
Yeah. I do not do well on antibiotics, okay? And the dentist at first was not going to use antibiotics, even though there was like a 10-year infection underneath this tooth. But I thought maybe he was right. I thought maybe with the tooth gone, the bacteria would just kind of spread out and not, Nope. By the 4th day after the extraction, I could tell I needed to be on antibiotics. And my husband, Brent, who's a doctor, said, you need to be on antibiotics.
So, wait. Brent Spiner is a doctor now? I missed that one. Does anybody know what that's about?
So and the Jesuits blocked. See, I don't have a phone because we learned that having a phone meant that Jesuits could use brain control on me. So
that's also some new information that if you have a phone, the Jesuits can get into your brain through the phone. Yes, Bria is an actor and a doctor and a porn star and a space hero. And a saint of our Lord Jesus Christ.
And I've been communicating via email with my dentist, and that was blocked. They weren't getting my email. So I had to take the bus out there to get the prescription for the antibiotic and then come back and then walk to get my antibiotic. And I thought, oh, that'll solve my problem. Well, antibiotic therapy went really crazy. The first couple of days was okay, but by the time the 5th day came, I felt really awful. What was happening was I started getting a yeast infection as a result of the antibiotic.
I forgot to put Gail back on there for a minute, but I guess you're not missing anything by not looking at that mug anyway.
And it was causing a lot of swelling. In fact, I still am dealing with the yeast infection. I ended up getting thrush.
So it's easy to switch back and forth and talk to you with my big screen when it's a video I have prepared.
In my mouth and in getting basically a systemic yeast infection. The dentist wrote a prescription for a 10-day course of antibiotics, okay?
Yeah, this is boring. Let's watch another one of these weird Live Don't Judge videos.
This is Annie. She fell in love with...
People judge me because I slept with 300 people last year. I get a lot of...
She fell in love with Sydney, Australia.
Judgment from a lot of different people. You're just a few years away from clinical depression. Nothing empowering about this, just makes you look easy and an STD catcher, being chased by thirsty little boys.
Today, Annie's friend Alex will be sharing her thoughts on...
Annie, hit me up, baby doll.
her mate's escapades.
I did wonder, how are you sort of safe with all of the guys that you have been with the last year?
I'm Annie. People judge me because I slept with 300 people last year, but I don't care. I first started doing spicy content in 2020. It was during COVID. I saw some girls on TikTok talking about all the money they were making, and I thought, that sounds pretty easy. It's now been...
Easy is a good word for this. It's just only been 300. So, are people paying her on TikTok to get in there? Is that what's going on here? You know, in Sydney, Australia, the ratio of women to men is like 9-1. So there's way more women than men. So you have to wonder about what these dudes look like they're desperate enough to go to an OnlyFans whore in Sydney whenever there's like chicks everywhere.
4 years and I absolutely love it. When I first started, I was earning about $9,000 a month, and now I earn about $250,000 a month. So right now I'm just setting up my stage, I guess, for my job. I'm pretty simple when it comes to filming content. I like to just use my tripod, and I like to keep things pretty personal, kind of like the girlfriend experience, nothing too crazy. Yeah, ready to go. I first started being open about my sex life online, or maybe 9 months ago.
Does it drive anybody else nuts that any bullshit that you upload on the internet is called content? Like, is there really no bar of what you can call content? It's just anything that you upload online.
And I honestly was just sharing it for fun. Then I was just like sharing my sexual experiences because I thought it was good to break the stigma of women being sexual. And then over time, people started really enjoying my content. So I started deciding to like set myself goals, and that's when I
Zack Snyder should make a film with her and called it 300.
came up with the 300 people in a year. And here we are. The most that I've slept with in a day is 5. I find a lot of...
She took 5 loads in the same day. I mean, I guess everybody has a talent, right?
The people that I sleep with on dating apps or in real life, the guys that I've met so far, I wouldn't say that I would see myself being with them long term. But if I do find the right person along my journey, then that's something that I would definitely consider.
What would be the right person at this point? You know, there's been a lot in the last year or so porn stars like settling down and getting married, and I just can't imagine why that you would want to spend your life with somebody like that.
I had like very mixed reactions to my sleeping with 300 people in a year. Some people have been super supportive, like, go girl, you do you, slay. And then I've had the majority of people judging me, saying that,
go girl, take those loads.
I'm riddled with STIs and that I'm not safe and that I'm disgusting. I think that they're...
Like, who even cares? It's just herpes. Who cares? It's not a big deal, okay? I've got sores on my vagina. And who cares?
There's definitely a stigma with women being sexual as opposed to men. I think people accept men as being sexual beings, whereas women are seen as non-sexual beings, which is incorrect.
No matter who you are, in 1 year, if you had sex with 300 different people, in 1 year, you're gross and you've got diseases. I promise you. Yeah, this is Betty, my cat, and she's obsessed with this chasing mice video on YouTube. So sometimes she'll just get up in front of the screen and look for the mice. So she doesn't understand why they're not there right now. She's very confused because she's looking at the screen, and instead of seeing the mouse, she sees me. So that's weird. My boobs are bigger than hers. Maybe I should do content too. Well, you know, you can be just like Finster. Was I having a hard time seeing where to get my video back up for Betty's head?
Post something on Instagram, I definitely get berated in the comments. Here are just a few of the comments that I tend to get. Really? Like, really? Is that all you can boast about? What a sad life. You must be living. Grow a few years.
Will you ever seen, like, look at her face? Like, there's just something in somebody's skin tone where they look used. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but she's got that look on her face that it just looks like she's used up.
old, and most of these desperate people will stop coming and giving you money. You're just a few years away from clinical depression. Nothing empowering about this, just makes you look easy, and an STD catcher, being chased by thirsty little boys. The body is good, but the head not so much, as plain Jane trying to be hot with makeup. What a warped mentality.
That comment's pretty good. The body is good, but the head not so much. But it's really, I wouldn't even say that. Like I was saying, she's got no titties. She's got no hips. She's really, the only thing that she's got going on is nice hair. And she's skinny.
Definitely was dropped as a baby or abused by an uncle. I honestly don't let the judgment that I get online really bother me that much. Sometimes I laugh at it because I think it's hilarious. When you do what I do for work, you have to have a thick skin. When I first started doing adult content, my friends and family were definitely concerned. They were worried about my future, also worried about the hate that I was getting online. I'm about to call mum and see what she thinks about my love life. When I first told her about what I do, well, technically
You see this? People pay money to look at that. What the hell? Why? Watchman, what up, G?
about what I do. Well, technically I didn't tell her. She found out through a news article on Facebook and she was very shocked. It wasn't the best way.
Yeah, Gamera, did you see that? Her mom just happened to see her slutty content on Facebook. That's how she found out.
For her to find out. Hey Mum, what did you think when I first told you about the content that I make?
Well, you didn't tell me. I was online and there was a newspaper.
Hey Mom, what do you think about the fact that your daughter's a prostitute? Well, I can't say I'm too happy about it, but you know, you gotta be happy in life.
And I thought, why is my Annie in the newspaper? So I started reading and I didn't know what OF was, and it took me a little while to accept.
Did you have any reservations, and if so, what were they?
Yes, of course I did. My first...
Yeah, guy, 300 in your whole life is ridiculous.
concern was that you would reach a certain age and what would you do afterwards? But of course you've proven again that you know exactly what you're doing and I don't have any concerns anymore.
What are your thoughts on the number of guys that I slept with last year?
All I can say is I know you very well and I feel like you know what you're doing. Perhaps you want to try to show that a woman can have control of what she does in her life.
So her mom knows that she had sex with 300 dudes in a year. Yeah, he's probably never been in the picture. So look at just like this close up on her face, those soulless dead eyes.
She can say no, she can say yes.
That's what they call the 1,000 cock stare.
Consent is such an issue at the moment. Maybe it's not bad for men to see that a woman can make decisions about herself.
Yeah, I like that.
So would the child service stop you from doing what you do?
Does she ever tell anybody no? Like, how would you feel if you got rejected by this chick?
No, I don't think they ever would. I mean, I'm just doing my own thing. I've been dealing with hate now for probably 3 years since I started my spicy page. Mum, would you ever want to change what I do for a living?
I want you to choose what you do in life. I trust you. Whatever you choose to do, I'll be there for you.
Aww. All right, Mum, I've got to go now, but I love you.
Oh, I love you so much.
Bye, Mum.
Winger, score. Let's drink from the skulls of our enemies. Let me ask you this, Trevor. What is best in life?
I'm just getting some drinks prepared because my friend Alex is coming over.
My name is Alex. I'm 33 years old. I am one of Annie's close friends. We actually lived together last year.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you? What did you think when you first heard about my content creating?
I think I was a little bit shocked and surprised at first, the way I had found out about it. We had only been living together for about a month.
Yeah, literally.
So, you know, I kind of understand that you wouldn't want to just come out and say it.
It was also an awkward thing to just come out and say.
Exactly, exactly. But after you told me about it, I was totally...
There's really no bar at all for what is content. I think that we definitely need another word. The wife of Roman Emperor Claudius, Valeria Messalina, had a contest with a prostitute. Valeria won with 25 livers in 24 hours. The prostitute couldn't keep up. Well, she really had a talented hole, didn't she? Just banging a dude every hour.
Fine with it.
How did you feel once you found out about all the guys I'd been with last year?
I think because initially the way that I found out about it was from an Instagram post, which did surprise.
So she just whores herself all over the internet and doesn't tell her best friend. She doesn't tell her mom. Just lets them see pictures of her ass on the internet. I think the new PC terms for prawn, spicy content, adult content, or when people call sex segs. It's like, you're a grown man. Why can't you say sex?
Surprised me a little bit, but then when I approached you about it and you were sort of really open with me and honest, there was probably a little bit of a side to me that I think
people get so scared of this stupid algorithm that they talk like fucking babies. Fuck you too.
Safety issues. Like I did wonder, how are you sort of safe with all of the guys that you have been with last year?
I feel like I'm very safe when it comes to it because obviously with my work,
The fact that she even has a best friend is concerning because she will 100% fuck her best friend's boyfriends. Yeah, I would. If I was this chick, I would not have my dudes around her.
have to be, because if I were to film with other creators, you
she's hanging with other creators of content. I bet her pussy is like Trisha's pussy, huh? It just sucks everything in.
can only film with creators if you're clean, because we do like full STI checks every 2 weeks, and obviously practice like using protection, like condoms, etc. So I feel like I do it very well, but obviously there's always risk, and so I get that. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Do you ever worry about what people think?
It only bothers me what my close friends and family think. Everyone outside of that, I could not care less.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go get drinks. Do you wanna go get ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool.
So do you usually approach a guy that you like the look of, or do you wait for them to approach you?
I feel like I definitely do a little bit of both. Like, if I see a guy that I like, I'll approach him, and maybe like...
I go to the bar, and a guy comes up to me, says, "Hey, you want some dick?" I'm just like, "Yeah, let's go round back."
Like, do it at the bar so it's more casual.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I feel like I'll just let them approach me.
Yeah.
You know, might give them the eyes from...
I'm just really not happy if at the end of the night I'm not loaded with cum.
across the room, and then they'll come over and yeah.
And what about your handbag? What kind of things would you put in your handbag for a night out?
Definitely a condom. Always
Definitely a Baldo.
gotta be safe.
Yes.
Maybe
gotta
two.
be safe.
Just in case.
First. Yes.
And then just my makeup and my ID. And I'm set to go.
Great.
Yeah. In the future,
Maybe the dingo ate your pussy.
I'm hoping next year to hit 600 in a year. So we'll see how we go this year. And then maybe that's my next year's challenge.
So you see that? She's looking to double her record. You think she can do it, chat?
I would say to people who judge women for their sex lives, what's the difference between a man sleeping with 5 people in a day and a woman sleeping with 5 people in a day? I don't understand why when a man does it.
I wouldn't recommend anybody doing that. It's not a good idea. You're wrong.
They celebrate him and they think he's a legend, but when a woman does it,
no, you're stupid.
We're called names and ridiculed and made fun of. It's just not fair. The advice that I'd give to other women who want to explore their sexuality would be just go for it. Don't worry about other people's judgment. You don't have to put it out there on the internet like I do. I'm trying to beat the stigma around women being sexual, and honestly, like, I feel amazing.
Her coochie smells like eucalyptus to attract all the koalas. And you're gross. Absolutely. Please. Have some self-respect. You weird, gross person. When a guy fucks 5 women a day, who besides a paid adult porn star? Yeah, like Brent Michaels. Is that who you're talking about? Are you talking about are you talking about Steve Perry? What are you talking about? Oh, well, I guess it's time for some Ram. Well, actually, let me chill a little bit before we get Ram Ranch on. TheWarpComic.com. Remember that link in the description. We're doing a free web comic. It's funny. It's the same comic that I've always done, but it's kind of a soft reboot. Just going to continue where we've left off in the past at the furthest in the continuity. But I'm going to do it in a way that you'll know everything you need to know. You won't be confused. Where it's but I hate reboots. You know, I think everybody's doing that. You just throw everything away that happened before, even though the old stuff is really shitty. But I'm going to make sure that you don't have to read that, but you'll know what's going on. So thewarpcomic.com, we're going to pull something up. The panel I've been working on has a lot of shit going on, so I haven't uploaded a page in a few days. Like I had been doing really well, but I wanted to show that so that you'll understand all this stuff that's going on here. It took a long time. Like some of those elements that I was working on a day for like one element in the panel. So that'll be finished. And you can see this right here. This is my profile pic on Twitter now, on X, formerly Twitter. But we're going to have a good time. It's free. And I'm going to sell the art, the hand-drawn art. So that's if you want to, you can support by buying some art. I've got this one up right now on Etsy for $25. See, it's Bristol board. It's 9 by 14. So go ahead on the cover page where this is. There's a link to that. Guy says, "Is that Photoshop?" No, that is Clip Studio. That's what most cartoonists use. So it's similar to Photoshop, but it's made specifically for comics. It's designed around manga, actually. But most cartoonists use Clip Studio. It's pretty standard. So what I do is I draw the separate elements. See, this is what we were looking at, one of the elements from the panel. I draw it physically, and then I kind of edit it all together on Clip Studio. So you get a lot of detail. And you also, the art is fun, the individual pieces. All right, so let's get Ram Ranch on then. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. I hope you had a good time. And I'll see you next time.
"18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks wanted to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks." Hot herd buff cowboys, their cocks throbbing hard. 18 more wild cowboys out in the yard. Big bulging cocks ever so hard. Orgy in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks, ram and cowboy butt, like a breed of ram wanting to rut. Big herd throbbing cocks, getting sucked real deep. Cowboys even getting fucked in their sleep. Ram Ranch, it rocks. Cowboys love big herd throbbing cocks. "18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks." Hot herd buff cowboys, their cocks throbbing hard. 18 more wild cowboys out in the yard. Big bulging cocks ever so hard. Orgy in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks, ram and cowboy butt, like a breed of ram wanting to rut. "18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big herd throbbing cocks wanted to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks. Ram Ranch really rocks." Big herd throbbing cocks, getting sucked real deep. Cowboys even getting fucked in their sleep. Ram Ranch, it rocks. Cowboys love big herd throbbing cocks.